and this is how you get fired. I just want to show this is either how you get fired from a sports organization, or this is how you get Tom Brady, one of the wealthiest and most successful athletes of all time, to shit on you and make sure you never get that big interview again.
Tom, we've all found ourselves being sort of swept along by this game. It's really captured the imagination. Have you found that for yourself as well? Quite excited?
Yeah, it's a great night. You can feel the energy in the stadium. I know it's a sold-out crowd. We're excited. We got another great club that we're facing in Wrexham, but I feel like we're prepared. It's going to be a great match. If you love football, you should be watching this tonight.
Yeah, I noticed you say football and not soccer.
Well, it is football here. Yeah. There's actually Monday Night Football in America, and I was a part of a lot of those great events. And you always know as a player, it's just a different feeling at nighttime. And
you actually said football, not soccer. So the guy says the correct thing, the thing that you would want to correct him on, and you have a problem with it. That shows that he was prepared to say, actually, we call it football here. But Tom Brady's not an idiot. So he said the thing. He's trying to appeal to fans. He has a stake in this team in some shape or form, and he says football, and he says, well, it's football here. He's not stupid. And you say, oh, then if you said football and not soccer. So that's just part one of this guy getting on Tom Brady's nerves.
you know that everyone at home is watching. It's really exciting for our players.
How have you enjoyed the, what should we call it, social media jousting? And do you think you've struck an early blow with the video? I don't know if people saw it that you put on social media. I think you might have won that round for your team.
I did. You know, Eli Manning took a shot at me, and unfortunately, he's been a little bit of my kryptonite. So, don't worry, we're going to get him back tonight. So we're coming for him.
So he's been a bit of a nemesis for you in a couple of Super Bowls, right?
He's been a little nemesis for a long time, actually. But it's a friendly competition, friendly rivalry. I'm excited about tonight's friendly competition.
Let's bring up the Super Bowls that you lost, Tom Brady. We've got you here. You've come across the world to be here and give Sky Sports an interview. Let's talk about the Super Bowls you lost. Let's talk about the guy you lost the Super Bowls to. And even after the question about it, let me bring up the Super Bowls. We've talked about how he's your nemesis, but haven't you lost to him as well? Haven't you, even though you've won 7 Super Bowls, haven't you lost another 2 as well? And I know I'm sounding like a simp for Tom Brady here, and I am. But this is just so dumb. Did this guy just want to get this interview so he could shit on Tom Brady? I think when you work at this mainstream outlet and you get one of these big interviews, it's not politics, it's sports, it's fun. Tom Brady hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't hurt you politically, economically. In fact, he's helping your economy. You get this big interview and you just want to do this, it gets worse.
Well, not so friendly. There's going to be a good rivalry between these 2 teams.
Yeah, for sure. Tom, how have you found it? I mean, how would you describe it? Slightly surreal, crazy, exciting? What would you go with?
Yeah, I think this is exactly what we hoped it would be when we bought
this is the other executive, Tom Wagner, I think it says. We're going to skip over him, but go and watch the full interview with this guy's question to him, because you can see the fact that there's 2 American guys running the show here. I think that's where the animosity comes from.
with some great football.
And I just noticed going down the tunnel there, Tom Brady quotes everywhere.
Absolutely.
So since joining your setup, how much has he been able to help with that knowledge of elite sport, diet, nutrition, whatever it may be?
Why do you ask that like I'm not here? I'm right here.
I don't know. No, but I thought it'd be a nice...
Well, why ask Tom that?
Well, I think what Tom does...
talk about embarrassing? Oh, my God.
No, I think it's the expectation that he sets. Right?
Tom Brady's here. Tell me about Tom Brady while he's standing here, about how much he's been able to impart on the players and how much he has spoken to them, and the fact that they put up his quotes. He's standing right here. So it's getting tougher as the interview goes on to tell if this guy's just stupid or he really doesn't like the fact that Tom Brady, an American football star, is here and he's being forced to talk to him about soccer.
Right, and demanding elite performance and the right processes to achieve it. You don't achieve success or excellence by accident. And Tom is very demanding in that regard, and it's been great to have him around and to deliver that message on a regular basis.
So since you are here, demanding elite performance, do you feel like you have been able to chip in, help the guys?
I'd love to believe so, and I think a lot of that is going to hopefully show over time. There's obviously competitiveness that we all had. I had it when I was playing, but in this part of my life, I want to see other people reach their potential. And I was so fortunate that so many mentors came into my life at the right time that allowed me to grow physically, mentally, emotionally. And that mix of qualities that I was able to develop as a player, I want to pass those messages on to a lot of these guys. They're 22 years old, 21 years old. They got bright futures ahead. They want to impact their own families' lives. They want to impact the community that they play in. And how can we help support them as these young athletes in their aspiring career? That's what I love being a part of.
So have you found then, the more immersed you've got, you've thought, even though there's so many differences between the two sports, you think, actually, I know stuff, I can help these guys.
Yeah, I don't think there's much difference in sports.
Do you think that even though you're a piece of shit, Tom Brady, and you don't know anything about soccer, do you think you've helped these guys? No, he's come here, he's done nothing to help them. There's nothing you can learn from a 7-time Super Bowl winner about sports, about competition, about mentality, about taking care of your body. The first time I watched this interview, I was yelling at Tom Brady to punch this guy in the face. I don't understand why he didn't punch this guy in the face. How many stupid questions can somebody ask? Hey, it's actually, you said football, I'm surprised. Hey, if Tom Brady was actually here, hey, do you remember those Super Bowls he lost? Hey, do you think you're a help at all to these players, or are you just a piece of shit, Tom Brady? That's what I'm getting across from this. And look at this freeze frame of Tom about how he's staring right in this guy's eyes, and how he's trying to be nice, but afterwards he's going to call this guy a moron.
Sport. I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to get the ball in the back of their net, and they're trying to get in the back of our net. It's the same thing in American football. It's a touchdown. It's not a goal, but you defend your offensive, your defense. You put together a good strategy. You work your butt off to try to prepare. As a player, you want to show up every day and give your best to your team. I really believe in discipline and accountability. I believe that the process for improvement is important every single day. And when you do that time after time, you put yourself in a great position to succeed on Monday Night Football, under the lights with a sold-out stadium. I don't care whether you're playing for a Premier League club or a League One club. The feeling's the same for all these guys.
Should we finish with a quick prediction? I presume you're not going Wrexham win.
Why would you do that to
I don't know. Too bad questions.
Well, I would love to see
I presume you don't want your team to lose. Look at this face. This is Tom Brady doing everything he can not to punch this guy in the face. And I applaud him for not going further and punching him in the face. Let's see how it ends.
Perform at our very best, and I always feel like may the best team win. I really would love that to be our club, but we got to go out there and earn it. That's what I'm excited about tonight.
Mr. Chairman?
Same exact thing.
The next time that Sky Sports has an interview with a gigantic star who's not a soccer player, this guy can't do it. You can't send him in. He insults the guy. He brings up the time that he's lost. He implies that he's got nothing to offer. He implies that he doesn't know the rules. He implies that the sport's so different that he can't possibly give any insight to the players. And he talks about him like he's not there. This can't happen again. If you get Conor McGregor in there, maybe he's close enough because he's Irish. If you get Floyd Mayweather in there, if you get Rafael Nadal in there, or you get a baseball player from the U.S. in there, you can't have this guy. He's going to be asking them, well, they don't have bats in this league, so how are you going to tell them what to do? Or they don't have tennis rackets here. How are you going to give any advice to these players? What they should be doing is kissing his ass, saying, please inject your money into our lower level soccer so that it makes more money and Sky Sports makes more money. But for me, he's deleted. No more non-soccer interviews. If that's what he does regularly, I don't know. But definitely no more interviews with people like Tom Brady.
Turn it up, Jordan.